have what they have. They're far more resourceful than other ethnic groups, even though it's not lawful. Even the Jewish community, they don't eat it either. Jews, they don't eat blood. Anything with blood, they don't. They will not eat it. Absolutely not. It's forbidden by divine law. I don't think we can do something because it was made haram and we don't want to give something. The dog gets it for lunch. No. Do you know Sheikh Khalid Yassin? He's a criminal. Do you mean literally? And then I asked him. This is an answer I got from the UK brothers. Yes. One of the things he did, amongst other things, he beat the Muslims in Australia and Kuwait out of a lot of money. And his Aqidah, a lot of money means in the hundreds of thousands or millions. And Hassan, I said a lot of money meaning what? A lot of money meaning thousands, hundreds of thousands more? Yes. Yes. And what he's talking about is the Muslims. He's quite possibly talking about Arab, Lebanese, but also Pakistani, Indo-Pakistani Muslims of those communities are sitting on that kind of money. They have that kind of money. I remember one time I tried to email Perth, and I was in communication with somebody who was Sufism inclined. It was a Muslim sister. I think she might have been a Caucasian or pseudo-Caucasian melange or mixture or convert. And I said, look, I just need a place to stay, and I need some help so I can study heavy equipment. And also I can work in the mining industry, and I can be on the hook to pay the money back. I don't want anything else. And to be able to survive while I'm going through my job and truck training. Just a sponsorship to do that. I don't want to take any cash. I just want to be able to eat, rest, and to do my studies. And maybe the transportation to and fro the studies until I get my skill set and get certified. And she said, and she alluded immediately into like being a sham, which I'm going to show you a message in a minute from Mizan Raja of the UK. You sound like a sham. Being a sham and being a freeloader and a user, like an exploiter, manipulator. So he says, who is the brother that's talking? You heard what the brother just said, not to take from. This is a Salafin brother out of the Brixton Masjid. I used to sell out 8 years ago, and I was trying to shake myself out of the grip. See, all of my answers are in green. When I was trying to shake myself out of the grip of the Sudanese and Egyptian Sufis. Do you also know Dr. Khalid Mansour in Texas? Dr. Khalid Mansour in Texas was or still is an advisor to Prince Walid bin Talal Al Saud of Kingdom Holdings. Tried to talk to him, used to talk to him direct. I got robbed in Malaysia when I was going to try to meet him at Shangri-La Hotel, but he was never specific. He was never specific about anything, Dr. Khalid Mansour, because he didn't know me. So somebody named Rashid, who's a longtime Boeing engineer, a Muslim entrusted by the U.S. government, told me, don't you think these rulers of people took you as a threat because you were trying to ask them for help? See, that's not what you're supposed to do as a Muslim. Call the police on somebody because he's asking for help. You call the police on him because he's asking for financial help within your religion and he's an adherent of your own religion, and you call the police, even if it's counterintelligence, counterterrorism authorities, because the person's asking for financial help and you don't like his face. You don't like him. That's haram, man. Haram, a'udhu billah min dhalik. And similarly, when I had contacted the Qatari chief pilot when I was in Singapore, and things were not looking good, and I said, look, as I was trying to get more financial help for what I was trying to do to settle in Singapore, and was honest and transparent for small amounts of money, single-digit thousands of dollars. And I said, look, is it possible that I can get sponsorship to a flight to Doha so I can meet some people with the Khairiyah? Somebody who's named Al-Dabakh and people like that I met personally that time, before Qatar was isolated. This is also punishment for what has been done to me. Singapore, Qatar. If you notice, if you observe these things, this is a punishment. This is a divine wrath on these people, man. They have been observed. And with my situation, I was a fitna to them. I was a test, and they failed the test. Or quite possibly I was a fitna or I was an imtihan, one of the two, or a combination of both. So I said, please, man, can I do that? And that chief pilot might have reported me as being suspicious of asking for a ticket and all that, just for being a Muslim, thinking that he's a fellow Muslim and that he's going to care and be inclined. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about you, man. No, man. You see what I'm saying? Just like one other guy who I think he helped me with about $1,000, $1,000 or something. Some non-Muslims posted that Captain something, who was of a big private jet company, was talking over with me with drinks, or in the pub or a bar, a restaurant, over drinks. I need to tell this captain, take that post down, man. Yeah, man, it makes him look real bad. This Muslim, There's a lot of guys on. Stuff for a lot of Somali, Khadija, and Salafi, son of Manchester. Everything is green. So he must be quite busy. He's probably hard to catch because he's probably gone. There was a chance to sit with the ulema. So that's why when I called, he closed the phone right away. Those brothers are constantly teaching. They're very hard to catch with. I mean, see, these are me, all in green, wishing the people well. All in green, little response. And we're trying to raise simply $10,000 this month to help us with the rent where we are. The Salafis always struggle more than the deviants, and people are bitter. The Salafis always struggle more than the deviants, and people are bitter. Like I told you, I wish you would come to Washington. Right now, moving companies hiring by our message, and we have a good rapport with them. I think you could have drove a truck for them. I think you have better. You have to make better choices in your decisions. No way would I go to another country with no guarantees, no funds to carry me. Time I'm gone. I don't know what you do, but I don't. What I'm not sure. I don't go to those other messages. Even no support in the rundown. Join the army. Yep. Both of them died in Ramadan. It would have been much easier beneficial for you. For me personally, I disagree. With the Seattle Police Department and Detective Glenn Kearns, who might be retired. He's probably retired by now. I don't want to say I hope that he's dead. Yeah, but that was the feeling that came right up, like boom, like a voice, and I hope that he's dead too. I heard something say that to me in my mind. Yeah, I don't hope that. That might be the jinn, my shayateen on the left. Shit, they say that the Quran. Yeah, I heard it was real strong feelings. I hope he's dead too. Because it caused me Joint Terrorism Task Force caused me a lot of problems, man. Still hanging over me, and this is what the Sufism people would do. They would throw your name to the Joint Terrorism Task Force or the CTC Center in West Virginia and other operations or the activity out of Fort Belvoir, Virginia, and then you finish. It's hard to wash it off. There's no adjudication, no court proceeding to wash that off, to say that you're not a threat to society. There's no way to wash it off. See, but people like other brothers that are really full-blooded, full-core Salafis, they don't get any problems. Alaikum salam. Not like what I'm going through. I don't think that we do that because something. He's a criminal. He is a quicker. He beat it out of a lot of money. Yes. Who was that brother that told you? Who was the brother's name going on? He runs the Salafi in the Casa. That's Khalid Mansour. I'll find out about him. Let this be your guide to the trustworthy scholars. Here's a list taken from the thread. Boom, boom, boom. See, in Sheikh Hassan doesn't know that Salafi, this Aqidah, by counterterrorism and by authority structures that rule our government, it is deemed as the highest priority or threat nexus or target. Salafism and Salafi's mosque, and you're marking yourself. You're marking yourself by going to those masajids regularly. Not once or twice or one off, but regularly. He doesn't even know that. And Sheikh Hassan said he doesn't even care because a lot of them have provincial limited aspirations in scope and in safety. They don't try to be transnational or global. A lot of Salafis. They don't have those aspirations for transnational, international finance and just monetary systems and all that. Salafi is not really interested in that. And I had to clarify that no, Dr. Khalid Mansour is an author of. See, everything that I say is in green here. He is an author of some Afrocentric books. He is not the brother in London who runs Salafi Nikah. Before getting word, haste makes ways. Your case involves a number of serious international implications and a charge on your part of criminal conspiracy on the part of the government. See, now the criminal conspiracy part, I don't know if that's. I don't know if that is. I'm saying the government is criminal conspiracy, or the government is saying criminal conspiracy against me. I don't know. 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 I have no idea. Yep, I have no idea. That's right. And then Hassan replies, he's a fraud, and the Purpose of Life Foundation that he has. You see, the brother in UK that I've been trying to get is coincidentally named Hassan Phillips. Then I showed him the thing about the men with many wives, the videos, and then please look at from the time point of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then it shows the Brixton, which I didn't know was a hotbed for targeting or criminality or salafism. When I didn't go there regularly, but I went there once in the blue moon when I was trying to break away from the Sufis. Walaikum salam. There was no video to watch, and that masjid supports people of bid'ah like Hassan Halabi, Marabi, and Suhaib Webb and others. And Suhaib Webb was well regarded and worshipped because of his European ancestry by Indo-Pakistani and Arab and other communities. He's highly admired and revered in America, particularly California and other American Muslim communities, because for a long time, a lot of ethnic immigrant Muslims got tired of the Afro-American dysfunctional, poor, miscreant or street urchin or nincompoop like myself, who could never get their act financially, economically, marital together. They got tired of that. So a lot of them, particularly Indo-Pakistanis and others, Sufism even people, they felt that the real representatives of Islam should be Anglo-European ethnic Americans, should be the real representative of Islam, not the dysfunctional blacks. So, but they kept it hidden. They were hidden about it. They were discreet. That wasn't open. Apparently, while there was no video to watch that message. Bidallah Hassan. I sent you a long list of Salafi sites and webpages. Utilize them. The way the word got to the point, use them. And then he answers me again. I don't listen to the people that have been refuted and support people of bid'ah and deviance. And that's the brother. He's Jamaican ancestry. He's been married to multiple wives. At one time, he had 3 wives at one time. Whatever his financial condition is, those people that said, let's trust in Allah, and people utilize and ride the broken down vehicle of the misguided broken down vehicle on the good saying of trust in Allah, and we'll have children. Allah will send us. I mean, Allah is the source. Allah is the Razak, and He will send down the money. But you can't be popping babies, and there's no money anywhere, man. Like my situation, this counterterrorism operation, with its sexual envy, has deemed me so irrelevant. Right, it has deemed me so irrelevant that now it is remiss and it is unjust for me to impregnate women, to make women pregnant and to have children, and I can't, and I'm not, and I may never be in a position to be able to afford anything in life for myself or for them. It is unjust and it is remiss and it is irresponsible to do so. So right now I can only relegate myself to older women, and some people would say older crabby women. But if they're older women, at least they should be older Muslim practicing women of my choice. See, I don't even have the choice in this operation. That choice has been usurped. It's been taken away from me. I don't even have the choice. So last thing I sent him was Eid Mubarak greetings. I didn't get any return greetings from if I don't think from anybody, maybe 1 or 2. No return greetings. No return greetings. Disgusting, man. Sorry, Abang. Somebody already put a ring on my finger. And this is the other person's hand, because I could tell the complexion. And that's her hand on the person's pants. The complexion is different. So he says, so please. And then Ayu, after all the suffering that is deemed that I put on her friend, now her whorish ways have come out, because she said she's very naughty. And she does sex outside of marriage regularly. So now, when she wouldn't respond to me as much, sorry, Indati good. I hope you're well too. She didn't tell me. See, she would know that Indati was already in a relationship with somebody. I don't want to discuss. She's getting tired of waiting for you, and I can't say or help anything. How long is she waiting for you? If you can't, please leave her for good. She suffer of waiting. So somebody already put, alhamdulillah, she's happy. And then she said, and after that, when I sent that, then it made Ayu happy. Said, happy Hidayah for you and family, may Allah bless you, But she wouldn't give me the happy Hidayah before I sent that photo. Kind of like, good for you now. This one, Ayu, who I stay with in his house, who's Leo, was August born, sent him today. And he said, what District 12 was all about. The original symbol or logo I had was the Katniss Evergreen or whatever, a fictional Hunger Games, the finger, the salute, the District 12, sort of like to resist. I said, and I told him, I said, it's going henna red. Both are well and fine, and Ghulam has 2 kids. Ghulam also is a Cancerian, July boy, which Ayub wanted to kill him literally with a bat one day, and his wife had to intervene. He wanted to kill his own son because Ghulam was faltering in school. He was like a dreamer, like me, dreamer or drifter. He was faltering in his studies, and Ayub was saying, screaming at him after near the end that he doesn't want him to end up like him and Adam, me and Adam, meaning not having good lives, with having poor education. So it said Ghulam has 2 kids already, boy and a girl. Are you now going gray or bald? What is District 12 about? Going henna red. Going henna red is answering this one. Taking a stand for something is answering his question there. Palestine? No. Don't frame it or limit it. Our Palestinian brothers are not perfect or flawless. Neither are we. It should be about standing up for each other, regardless of where, who, or when. Then must be Syria. See, that's how limited a lot of Muslims are. And I answer, I mean standing up for human beings, as human beings, for human dignity, access to basic hygiene, clean clothing, regular, good, clean, healthy food, high quality medical care, access to Qadr Hassan loans to improve our lives, simply some access to mercy and compassion from each other, inshallah. Why loans? Just do work, can't get rich overnight. See, immediately they equate with getting access to loans or capital as a way to get rich overnight. A'udhu billah. A'udhu billah. I seek refuge in Allah from ignorance. A'udhu billah. A'udhu billah min dhalik. See, and then I give him Eid Mubarak, and then he doesn't reply to the Eid Mubarak. That was June 24th, but he was last seen today. See, so these are the kind of people, and they did me favors in the past, letting me stay, letting me eat, staying at home. So I'm blood tied to them by obligation of their good done to me. I can't cut off the relationship, the ties. I can't cut off, but I want to. All these people, when you see photo, these are all me sending Eid greetings. And I got this is the brother. Facebook on several days has tried to get me to friend this man, Muhammad al-Maliki, who I found out is a part of the Nahyan Munkar Maruf organization in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, they tried to get me to friend him for many days, and I have refused. I refused to friend it because they want to link that nexus. They want to link that relationship to me, and I have refused. I forgot where he was. It's not here. It's not Signal. Yep, that's his there. Yep, I didn't know that he was a part of that. Nahyan Munkar Maruf. Yep. He's connected with that. But what happened is that when I used to contact him, he lives in Medina Munawwara. I don't know if he's from there, Medina al Munawwara, but he would answer me briefly. There would be brief communication, and then he wouldn't speak to me, wouldn't communicate, correspond with me anymore, as if somebody was putting pressure on Saudi Arabia to put pressure on him to stop communicating with me. A'udhu billah. A'udhu billah. A'udhu billah. To continue a program of isolation so that when they want to snatch or detain, or to arrest you, then nobody will care. You won't have any extended relationships or structures, and they can continue the operation of disappearing you. A'udhu billah. I seek refuge in Allah, and I ask Allah, may Allah destroy these people, man. That wishes for me. May Allah destroy them, the non-Muslim and the Muslim of them out. They claim to be, may Allah completely, utterly humiliate them, but make it public first, and then destroy these suckers, man. These are some evil people, man. Yeah, evil, purely evil, man. People, man, and women can make decisions like that too when they get angry at you. Women, you got to be real careful about women, man. That's why the Prophet said, our biggest fitna that I leave you with women. Be real careful about them, man. Especially when they get angry out. They become very unhinged and balanced out. Men are nasty too, but not like a woman. So it said, the hell, not like a woman scorned out. Real careful of them, man.